Hey everybody, welcome back to some more Terraria. I fixed where the webcam is. I had no idea it was covering the health bar. Sorry, I thought it was just covering the minimap, but no one told me until the first video went up. So sorry about that, fixed it. So between episodes, like I said, I would off screen just a little bit to keep things rolling in early game. Let's load right into the world and I'll show you. So I didn't do any like story progression kind of things. I didn't fight any bosses or anything. What I did do is I took our cobwebs and I made a whole bunch of string. Now string just makes it so your yo-yos go a little farther, but the reason why I did that was so that I would eventually get one with the warding ability, because it always has a random ability every time. Warding is +4 defense, so we have a defense of 9 now, which is huge. This string is almost as good armor as all the rest of my armor put together. Also, I got a lot of silver just by mining. I made this mining shaft underneath of the house, just went straight down a bunch. It doesn't go to hell yet. And I just mine a little bit off the sides as I went. This is so I could get some decent basic equipment, nothing too rare early on. And I caught a shitload of fireflies so we can go fishing if we need to. So, because I want to get a reaver shark. So we have a silver pickaxe and silver axe and silver hammer, just so we can mine and cut trees and stuff faster. We have a lead broadsword, so we upgraded from our wood one, and a lead bow. So our arrows are a little bit better. Made a bunch of arrows. And a reinforced fishing pole, just made out of lead once again. So we have very, very basic equipment. But, and I want to do this on screen, we have 2 life crystals that I found out of luck. So let's use those now. There we go, so we have 160 max health now. And also, we have some metal here. Now, we don't have nearly enough platinum or tungsten to like make any really impressive armor, but we do have, we can make tin armor, can't make lead armor. We're just below what we need for silver armor, which we might do some silver armor. In fact, we could do a decent amount right now. Alpha Centauri says, hey, I just found your YouTube channel. Do you have any EU4 or CK2 campaigns you're currently streaming? Yes, every single Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern, we stream Crusader Kings 2. It uploads to my channel 4 times a week, and we're playing as Bohemia in the newest expansion. So, in fact, an episode of that went up 2 hours ago on my YouTube channel, if you want to check that out. Right, so and I found a spelunking potion, which is super cool. For 5 minutes, you see the location of treasure and ore. Super, super useful. You should casually play Evil Genius again? God, no, not yet. I did that 2 times already. I love the game, but I need breaks from it. It becomes a slog near the end. Anyway, we also have, I put down my other treasure chests that we had found, just to put stuff in. This is all bait here, so we have a good amount of bait for catching the reaver shark. For anyone who doesn't know, the reaver shark is a item you can fish, so it's a fish, but it's also a pickaxe, and it's incredibly powerful. It's the only pre-hard mode pick that you can get early that can mine post-hard mode stuff, like cobalt and stuff like that. So also what I did, I wrote down a bunch of notes on my left monitor here, so if I'm ever not quite sure what I should do, I can look over at that and remind me. So good progress. I want to get crimson armor at some point, maybe before that platinum armor. I want to make a sky bridge, find floating islands. I want the reaver shark. I want to get 200 health before I fight the first boss. I want to get the Undertaker, which is a gun you get for breaking a crimson heart. I can do that once I get the reaver shark, I believe, because I can mine through the crimson block. I want to set up an herb garden and start farming stuff for spelunking potions to mass make spelunking potions. That's going to require that I beat a boss so that I can get the dryad to show up. I also bought a piggy bank just so I can put all my money in here. We have about 50 gold, because every time I see bunnies and gold bunnies, I've been buying them, I've been catching them and selling them, and they actually make you a lot of money. Gotta love how Evil Genius became well-known or famous, not quite famous, but reasonably well-known, after the company went bankrupt. Yep, that happens a lot, unfortunately. All right, and sorry for I know a lot of people are saying it's really late for them. Sorry for the super late night stream, guys. It's just when I happen to be free. So, we have equipment I'm pretty happy with. Let's see what silver armor we can make. I want platinum armor, but there's really no need to rush it. I don't really need silver for anything else too badly right now, so I'm feeling pretty safe in making that right now. So let's go ahead and make some silver armor. Just looking at the defense of my stuff. Okay, so there's not, I wanted to just play first, but there's nothing else I really need to like do before others. Okay, so we need a little bit more silver. We need like 5 more silver bars before we can make the helmet. So we won't have a set bonus, but that's okay. We still have 12. We look like an idiot. We have 12 armor while doing this, whereas we only had 9 before. And we'll just sell the old cactus armor. It's got no value, whatever. We don't need it anyway. And sell the bunnies for 10 silver. A bunny is worth 5 silver. So is a squirrel, but a gold bunny is worth 10 pieces of gold, which is a lot this early in the game. Remember Yi? Yeah, no one can forget Yi. That's still around. Where armor are you in now? So we were in cactus armor. We've switched to silver armor. So what's the best part of this game? Building or fighting? I'd say exploring is the most important part of the game. God, I look like a moron with this mismatched armor. Mismatched armor rather. So we need to get to the ocean to get a reaver shark. One thing we could do right now is, do we have any acorns on us? We have tons of acorns on us. We want to collect tons and tons and tons of wood. This is for multiple reasons. One is we're going to need a lot of wood for the sky bridge that we want to make. Oop. Meant to use this. Kill the butterfly. I want to catch the butterflies. They're good for bait. But we want to make a sky bridge. It's going to take a lot of wood. The sky bridge is not just for traveling easily, and it's not just for easy travel, but it's also for collecting star pieces. Because they'll always land on this. It also helps us find floating islands. So we're gonna go along and start building. If I do this, this is faster, yeah. You just gotta keep it reasonably straight or else it's gonna just fly off the edge. All right. Now we don't want to use all of our stars. Here we go. We don't want to use all of our stars on mana. We do want to get some max mana, definitely, but early game, there's not much we can do with it. Okay, I'm actually gonna raise this a bit. Now, the reason why we don't want to have all of them, there we go. Why we don't want all of them as max mana right now, we can use some of them on regular arrows to make jester arrows, and jester arrows are a lot stronger than flaming arrows right now. The main advantage of flaming arrows is they're very easy to make, 1. And 2, they do damage over time, which is nice. Are we gonna fight Whipser again? Yes, I will fight Whipser, which is what we call Whisper from Fable, The Lost Chapters. Okay, now in case I fall in the future, I like to have a few points where I can climb back up. So we're just gonna do this. And also, I want the wood here. It flew out of my range. Wanted to get that butterfly. We can cut these trees faster now that we have a silver axe. It's a bit stronger. The bridge in the old playthrough was higher than this, I feel. Yeah, it was a bit higher. All right. We do need to get a little bit of gel for flaming stuff still, like torches and whatnot. Oop. I was being reckless there. Still getting used to just how much health enemies have on this difficulty. Get over here. There we go. Remember in your original playthrough of Super Saiyan Densetsu, the translator just gave up after programming someone? Yeah. Yeah. Come on, break faster. There we go. Just gotta make sure that we have enough wood to keep making more platform. All right, how close are we to the Crimson right now? Because these bridges, these sky bridges, do take a while to build, unfortunately. But I didn't want to quite do this off screen, just because I want anyone who doesn't know the strategy to know the strategy, even though it's fairly well known, I believe. But also so that you guys can see when we find sky bridges. Sky bridges? Islands, sorry. We're getting close to the Crimson now, so these things are gonna start flying at us. There's not, goddamn. That's the one annoying thing about using this method of building platforms. It sometimes just kind of freaks out and starts building a bunch of stairs I don't want. There's also a slime behind me. All right. Get off my platform. There. Actually found a very old glitch. Yeah, now's a perfect time if you have any questions about the game, or if you want to just say anything to me, or if you just want to chat and hang out. Now is a great time for that, considering I'm probably... God, he still hits like a freight train. Considering I'm just going to be building for a little while. All right, I'm going to switch to flaming arrows, do a little bit more damage here. Flaming arrows are so easy to make, I'm not really worried about running out. It's just torches and arrows. Ever consider playing Starbound? Yeah. I used to do a lot of videos on Starbound back in the day. In fact, I literally had a series when Starbound first came out. I literally had a series called Starbound by this game. Because it's so good. I heard nowadays it didn't really live up to its potential, which is a shame. In the early days, it was looking like it was going to be a replacement for Terraria. It did it so well. But it just kind of never did anything with it. Maybe there have been big updates that I haven't kept up with. I don't know. It was promising, though. But it never really felt like it quite went anywhere. Okay, we've passed by the Crimson that was here. Although I believe there's another area of Crimson up ahead somewhere. It's almost nighttime. It's going to get pretty dangerous. A lot of zombies are going to be walking along this at night. Would you still recommend the game? Starbound or Terraria? I recommend Terraria. Starbound, I'm not up to date enough to know. I think I've played Starbound with you before, haven't I? Or not Sassarus. That was Sophia, sorry. Sophia's also in the chat. All right, this is pretty close to the ground, so here's a good point to build downwards again. We'll build downwards here and cut more trees. Gonna be watching Ring of Honor's final battle tomorrow. No, I never really watched Ring of Honor. I don't really have anything against it, it's just I've given it a chance like 6 different times over the last decade, and every single time it wasn't that. I didn't like the style. That's the problem. It's not that it's bad. It's not bad wrestling by any means. It's just not my style. It's just like 500 kickouts on every finisher. Like that style doesn't work for me. The closest kind of thing like that works to me is Chikara can be like that sometimes. But Chikara, it's literally superheroes versus supervillains, which is why that works for me. Starbound went for more story-based and fleshed out universe and storyline. There's a mod that people use called Fracking Universe expands the game a shitload and helps potential. Okay, zombies are actually really dangerous on expert mode because they sometimes carry weapons like that one in the back does. Expert mode, apparently being a ranged character is quite a good idea, just because things hit you so hard. Which is why I was being really cautious there. In fact, I'm gonna have to be cautious on this guy too. Fucker jumped right when I jumped. Ooh. Oh, they're coming from both sides now. Alright, you know what? I'll come back here later. We can always come back for more wood in the morning. I don't want to be on the ground floor when those guys come at me. Oh, did I pick up one of their weapons? I think I did. I picked up a zombie arm. I think this... Oh, he's climbing. Is this better than my sword? It is. This zombie arm is slightly better than my lead sword. Incredibly slightly, but slightly. It's better. I'm not going to complain about that. Alright, it's gonna get me really dark at night, as you can probably tell already. This game gets pretty dark. Oop. So we're switching to the boreal wood platforms now, which are just the trees from the ice area. I remember wanting to ask, kind of lost interest in the new Mountain Blade because of how long it's been in development. Oh yeah, the dev blogs have been getting better though. In fact, I think there was one earlier today that I remember reading of a new guy on the team who's been working on the barter system and how children are going to work in the game and how they'll age and like grow up to adults. So yeah, the game's progress seems to be going well now. I'm worried that it's not going to live up to what I've been looking forward to anymore. Do you feel the same? I mean, I'm not as hyped as I used to be, but I'll be hyped as soon as they announce it. Like the release date, because the devlogs look incredibly promising. Like it really does look like exactly what I want it to be. God, this is so dark. You like can't even see. I almost wish I bought the mining helmet just so you could see a little bit. Like I can barely see, but part of that is I have spotlights in my eyes, in my peripheral vision. I do have a shine potion I could drink, but I feel like it's kind of a waste. Just because it's usually useful when you're underwater. I can afford a mining cap, though. Okay, it looks like we're about to go into another corruption here. Or sorry, another crimson. It looks like Crimson Desert this time. I want to go quite far up here. There we go. It's always hard to get it to go back straight like this. Go away. Oh, I see you. Ah, fuck, I do not want these guys to be a problem. Oh, one fell off. Sure, grab that money. I'm just gonna push you off. Oh, more coming after me. You can probably just see bouncing black shapes. What exactly is your sub badge? I always thought it was a knock of Screaming Rambo. No, it's from Schooljäger Revolt of the Westikins. An old Let's Play I did like 4 or 5 years ago. That game was just hilarious and stupid. God, it is so impossible to see. That noise is creepy. I'm out of wood. Damn. Alright. Teleport home. Yeah, I did a best of video of that game if you're interested. You can see the face from it. Okay. So we teleported back here. We'll just be running the Sky Bridge again in the morning. But we need more supplies. And plus, it was getting dangerous anyway. Let's sell the animals we caught. Forget what the vertebrae are for, actually. Oh, that tree just grew. Let's check what the vertebrae is for. Bloody Spine, which calls Brain of Cthulhu, Mechanical Worm, and Battle Potion. Okay. So what is it for a Bloody Spine? Vicious Powder and Vertebrae. Okay, I guess I'll keep the Vertebrae in storage then. There's a bird in that house over there, and I kind of want to catch it. Oh, right, so I built some more buildings. We ended up getting the merchant moved in, the demolitionist moved in because we had bombs, we found some. Medic came in because we increased our health, and the dyes trader came in because I found a strange plant, which is for dyes, which is for beautifying things. I've been asking you a question. Sorry, I just miss it sometimes. If you just keep asking, I will notice eventually. Call down a Mark Firestorm of Arrows. Yeah, that's, I think that was like an old reference to, what's his face? Some guy that was once on, I don't even remember the name of the series anymore. A shit old series I used to do that I'm happy is gone, and I don't even want to acknowledge anymore. From very, very long time ago on my channel. Oh, I can see some fireflies. Fireflies are some of the easier to find bait, I find. They just glow in the night. It's just a little bit too far to my reach. You and Brandon sound so much younger. Haven't heard you sound like that since Flash Trash. What's that in reference? Oh, you were gonna go watch that. Okay. I mean, we were younger. That was like 5 years ago. I guess there's no way to provide perks on Twitch to Patreon subs. No, that's not something I have any control over, unfortunately. I'd love to. I wish you could get the same perks no matter where you sent the same amount of money. But I don't actually have any control over that, unfortunately. Okay, so while we wait, God, I wish we had the watch item so that I could know underground what time it was up top. Yoink. Because I really want to go underground and do some spelunking during the night, but I wouldn't know when it's daytime. In fact, I think the sun is starting to come up a little bit. An hour? What's an hour or so? How long have you been streaming? Half an hour? All right, we're gonna withdraw a ton of bait. There we go. We have tons of bait now for fishing. We can fight a little while we're here. Maybe get some good items. The zombie arm is surprisingly useful. All right, got a little bit of silver out of that. And I could switch to regular arrows for a little bit. All right, the sun in the game is definitely starting to come up. Let's get back to the bridge. And then we'll start knocking down some trees from there. All right, well, at least we can hold a torch when we go now. We don't need to be holding anything else. Well, apparently putting down a torch right there turned these steps into something else. That was weird. That broke the steps. Cool. I think is the place still back up? I don't know. No, I have no interest in ever doing screenshot warfare again. Looking back, I don't want my channel to be about that. For anyone who doesn't know what it was me taking really stupid comment sections and like shit like that, and basically trying to make them funny. And sometimes it was, and sometimes it wasn't. But overall, I think those videos sucked. Looking back on it now, it's like it's just asking for stupid drama. So yeah, it's those are just gone forever. I don't even remember if I have them private or unlisted, but I'm never going to have those up again. I don't think they're very good, and I just don't want them to be around. It's only asking for problems. Anyway, it's daytime now, so let's keep going. They were edgier than your current stuff? I don't think I've ever been edgy. The only reason that they could possibly be considered edgy is because the internet has become tamer in the last 5 years. Everyone's a lot more sensitive than they used to be. Believe me, I use the exact same vernacular that I used back then. I just have a better sense of humor now. I think the only reason it would come across as edgier is because back then I just had a worse attitude. Honestly, back then, I kind of think I was bitter back then about a lot of things. And I hate going back and seeing that because I'm a lot more positive than I've ever been. Like, I don't know, most days I'm just happy now. I don't know, I'm in a way more comfortable place in my life than I was back then. I'm playing games that I'm really enjoying and stuff. I'm not really as worried about money as I used to be, just, I don't know. My life's a lot better than it used to be, and so I don't really feel bitter anymore, you know? Which is good. I think that's better. That's better for everyone. Yeah, I do think I've gotten a lot more lighthearted over the years. I used to take things so seriously. I don't know, maybe that's just part of growing up. I mean, I was a kid when I started this show. I'm 26 now, I'm still young. And, but when I started the show, I was 17 when I started my show. I was a kid. I was a teenager. So yeah, I've just grown up a lot since then. I was also in a really awful living situation for like, until 2 years ago. I was in a horrible living situation in some form or another. Yeah, I wouldn't call my old videos edgier. I'd call them more mean-spirited. I used to be kind of mean-spirited sometimes, and I really regret that. Anyway, I don't want to make this whole fucking stream a bummer. I don't want to talk about that. Hi, Penguin. Yeah, I don't know. I think being bitter held me back for a long time. I'm just having fun. I can tell you now, my channel's been doing a lot better ever since I started just fucking not taking things so seriously and just having fun. When you smile, the world smiles back. If you want me to sound incredibly cheesy. MDB for president. I mean, my country doesn't have presidents. My country has a prime minister. And I'm not ever gonna be prime minister. No way. I'm probably unelectable. All right, I have more than enough wood to keep this going now. Let's go back. Best video I've ever made? Or best videos I've made? Flash Trash Risk Subway Escape. That video, I don't know why, because it's an old video and it wasn't even that interesting a video game. But me and Brandon were just on the fucking ball that day. I am so proud of that video. I don't know what it was. I don't go back and watch my own stuff after I edit it and upload it for the most part. You know, I experienced it. I lived through it when I recorded it. Then I lived through it again when I edited it. And I don't need to watch it again, you know? But some videos I rewatch. My best of videos I usually rewatch a few times, which are, those are like my highlight clip show videos of the funniest moments of a series. And Flash Trash. I watched some Flash Trash episodes, namely Risk Subway Escape. I don't know why, but that video was fucking awesome. Fucking great, but we can't forget the legendary, this is gonna be another, oh, sorry, had to dodge that. The travel time of arrows is a bit slow. That's why I like guns in this game. The My Immortal dramatic ratings. I'm not a big fan of my old dramatic ratings just because, it's fun, but I was really bad at them. I could do them a lot better now, so it kind of makes me cringe. Oh, I wasn't carrying much money. I wasn't looking. I was looking at the chat and I didn't realize I was that low on platforms. We'll be fine. We'll just run back there. Sin Cara, no. Yeah, so many of the good memories of the channel are just Flash Trash. I can't wait to bring it back. It's just Brandon's so busy with his military obligations. Believe me, when he's free again and when you guys start sending in games, game requests, we're gonna get right back to it. It's what I've always said. The second you guys start sending us Flash games to do again, we're gonna keep doing Flash Trash. It's just no one ever does. Everyone says they want it back, but no one ever sends in requests. Escape from the space station? That's Don't Escape 2. Is that the one you're talking about? The one with the Kool-Aid Man? Because I'm so proud of that edit. And the Dancing Jason, that was, yeah, the Friday 13th Flash game we did. That was a good one. Where do you go to send Flash game requests? Just tweet them at Brandon. And then, because that's the thing is, the whole crux of the show is Brandon plays them, and then I play them blind on the show, and he can walk me through it if I get stuck, because a lot of those games are really bad. So you just send them to Brandon, and he bookmarks them. Mainly remember Oxygen and, to Mah-Dry-Bread? Yes, the origin of Mah-Dry-Bread was from Flash Trash, Escape the Moon. If anybody hears what I'm talking, if anyone like is watching, you're new to the channel, you don't know these videos, and you're curious about just search the names that I'm saying, and you'll get them. Like I'm sure no one else is doing videos on these games. Flash Fresh is an old series we used to do that I'd love to bring back, where me and my friend Brandon would play really bad Flash horror games. And, oh, they were good. We found Lulu. Seen all 70? Were there 70 episodes? Something like that, yeah. I know the last one we ever did, just by complete coincidence. It's not like we ever planned for it to be the last one or anything. It's just, it's around when we start getting really busy and we didn't have any requests and stuff. Was that one where the whole game is trying to escape the mansion, and one of the first things you do is leave the mansion, and there's no reason why you can't just walk away then. That was such a stupid game.